Hey gang, it's JC and this is your Daily Dose for Monday, May 3rd, 2010, a cooperative venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Brentwood. How about these flowers? We picked them up from Stuckmeyer's Farms, about 7 miles south of the Chrysler plant on 141, one of our favorite places to go. Look at that, little bugs landing on my head here today. Archives, if you want to see some of our old stuff, including the old eye candy episodes, go to the top of the page and click on the icon up there, Daily Dose. Everything is archived. Today, we have added to the Daily Dose and JC's Eye Candy 2 new features. One is called JC's Video Village, and the other one is called JC's Wayback Machine. Now, the Video Village is a history of me on TV. You know, I worked as a commentator on Fox 2, did the entertainment thing on channels 4 and 5 as an entertainment guy. We also made news once in a while, so that's the Video Village, and we'll just change those periodically. The other new feature we're kicking off today is JC's Wayback Machine, and it's basically from my personal video collection of St. Louis media history, and it could be almost anything. Now, the Video Village today is Betty White. Why Betty White? Well, she's hosting Saturday Night Live this weekend, and all of a sudden, at age 88, Betty White is hot again. And, you know, I mean, hot, well, you know what I mean. I hope you know what I mean. So anyhow, back in 1988, I interviewed her. It was a pretty good interview, so we're going to run that for you on today's Video Village. She was 66 at the time, by the way. The Wayback Machine today, we're also going to go back to 1988, and our old buddy Bob Richards. You know, he passed away in 1994, tragically, but Bob was a smooth weather forecaster, so we're going to go back about 6 years before his death in 1988 and just look at a typical average forecast from Bob Richards. It'll probably bring back some good memories for you. All right, let's shift gears here and talk about what's going on. Conan O'Brien on 60 Minutes last night complaining that he only got 6 months hosting the Tonight Show before they pulled the plug. How about when I got 3 months doing the afternoon show at KMOX? I would have killed for 6 months. How about when they plugged in a new rating system at the last radio station and I got 57 days to try to make good? Man, oh man, give me the 6 months. Besides, Conan got like $34 million out of the deal. But here's the story on this. And if you're not really a strong competitor in whatever it is that you do, maybe you would have a hard time understanding this. But just imagine taking Albert Pujols out of the lineup for a couple of weeks, let alone a year or something. And say, hey, Albert, we're just going to pay you, and you don't have to come to the ballpark. He'd be out of his mind. I mean, when I was listening to Conan last night, I thought to myself, that could be me on screen, except I'm not as pale. But anyhow, Conan will be back. But we know the story. I don't know, he sort of looked a little bit like a victim last night. But we know the story on Conan. It's a little bloodier than Conan would like anybody to know about. All right, let's talk about the Kentucky Derby. They call it the fastest 2 minutes in sports. Gosh, I thought that's when the Rams get a fresh set of downs after the other team scores. Well, never mind. Speaking of sports, you saw the good and the bad at Busch Stadium over the last homestand. David Freese hits 410 on the homestand with 10 RBIs. And, this guy's phone has to be ringing all the time. You know, he's from St. Louis. The bugs are coming off I got to spray these. Phone's got to be ringing like crazy. Hometown boy makes good. And he's still able to concentrate and play like this. This is a great story. Colby Rasmus, on the other hand. Now, let me just tell you, this is going to be an amazing ball player, and he has had flashes of brilliance since the Cardinals made him a starter. But I got to tell you something, 0 for 4 yesterday, and over this last homestand, 3 of the worst throws from the outfield that I think I've seen in my 26 years here. If you're Tony La Russa, you bench him right now. You get his attention, and you say, you can't catch a ball mid-depth in center field, have a play at the plate, and you throw, and your first bounce is 6 feet beyond second base. Give me a friggin' break. Put him on the bench for a couple of days. He will be good, but right now, he's got to concentrate. How about Nashville? 15-plus inches of rain in the last 2 days. I'm waiting for Pat Robertson to say that Nashville is being punished for allowing the Eagles to go on tour with the Dixie Chicks. Anchorman 2. We've been hearing stories over the last 6 months that movie is definitely going to be made. Now the word is official. The studio has given up on the project. There is not going to be an Anchorman 2, so you're going to have to settle for Larry Connors. It's practically the same anyhow. want to tell you where I was 17 years ago today. I was in the hospital. And when you are going to be a father for the first time, and after everything that you go through during the pregnancy, and it was 22 and a half hours of labor, and it's like 3:35 a.m., and they hand you this little gurgling mass, and you look at her, and it's sort of like the final scene from Robert Redford's movie The Candidate, where you just sort of look and you go, well, now what do we do? What I did was my best, and sometimes I think it was pretty good, and other times I know that it was piss poor, but I was trying, Addison, I was trying, and on her 17th birthday today, I'll say the only thing that I think I want to say, probably the only thing I can get out in that is, I love you, kid. You amaze me. You absolutely amaze me every day. Addison Clark Corcoran. All right, don't forget, charity softball this weekend. Friday night, CBC. Officer Matt Crosby from Rock Hill, critically injured in the line of duty. And so it's going to be a charity softball game on Friday night, CBC. If you want information on it, you call 1-800-745-3000, or you can get online at Ticketmaster.com. Half of the St. Louis Blues team is going to be there. Half of the St. Louis Blues alumni is going to be there. Plus, you got a bunch of brittle-boned media celebrities like Martin Kilcoyne from Fox 2 and Rennie Knott from Channel 5, Brian McKenna, Dan O'Neill, Andy Strickland, Kevin Wheeler from KMOX, John Mabry, Mike Matheny going to be out there. John Kelly and the Favaz are going to MC the event. Again, 1-800-745-3000 or Ticketmaster.com. JC's Eye Candy today, plain and simple. The final episode of The Roadrunner. All right, tomorrow I'll tell you about what I think. I may have found the best roast beef sandwich in town. And also, does your dog really care what you are feeling? Enjoy our brand new features today, the Video Village and JC's Wayback Machine, and of course the Eye Candy. In the meantime, that's JC's Daily Dose for Monday, May 3rd, 2010, a cooperative venture with Mind Active in Brentwood. Pretty flowers from Stuckmeyer's. In the meantime, we've beaten this one to death. Have a good one. See you later. Bye.